46 is brought to you by Dr. George Leaks, Pahrumps optometrist since 1990, offering full-spectrum eye care for children and adults. Call today, 727-8300. News is also brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Call 727-9900 today for your free consultation. If you need a lawyer, you need Nelson.
Tonight on News 46, officers from all over the world passed through Pahrump over the weekend. Desert View Hospital wants to hear your opinion, and a ribbon cutting is held at Pahrump Valley High School. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Deanna O'Donnell. News 46, local coverage you can count on.
Good evening. It's Monday, March 27th, 2017. Hope you had a great weekend. I'm Deanna O'Donnell for News 46. 120 miles of pavement, 20 stages, over 8,000 runners, guests, family members, and support staff. Blood, sweat, and pride and honor. And in the end, the Inland Police took home the first place for this year's Baker to Vegas relay, coming in at 12 hours, 52 minutes, 38 seconds. The 33rd annual event had law enforcement from all over the world running a relay race from Baker, California through Pahrump into Las Vegas. We caught up with Nye County Sheriff's Office Detective Eric Murphy.
Hey, John, Harris, good job. Good job. All right, Murph, keep going. Good job.
This is the annual Baker to Vegas, and we're at stage 11 right now.
So we have how many runners on our team?
We have 20 and then 5 alternates.
And I know that Mark Murphy's getting ready to go right now. They kind of passed the baton. Tell me about that.
That's correct. They have basically what they call a shoot, and the runner that's currently running for our team, which is Elias Armendariz, he will come into the chute and then hand off to Mark Murphy, and then Mark Murphy will run the rest of the route.
This started this morning in Baker. What time?
Our team started at 8 o'clock.
And then when does the last runners pass through town?
Baker to Vegas is currently hoping that the last ones will be out of here probably no later than 1 a.m.
Do you know how many teams total?
We were told there's approximately 274 teams.
From all over the world?
All over the world.
Such a great thing that they come right through Pahrump.
Yes, it is. It's kind of cool for the community, I think.
Tell me about them passing through the construction zone.
What we've done is, due to safety concerns that the sheriff had and the commissioners had, was that they were afraid somebody might get ran over because of the trying to get through the roundabouts that aren't currently done.
Yeah.
So the sheriff and the commissioners had a meeting with the county manager, Pam Webster, and they decided that it'd be safer for the runners and the public to just close 372 from Red Rock all the way up to 160. It's not bad. I think it's working well. It started out kind of hectic when we first closed it down, but I think everybody's understanding now and kind of finding their way.
Safety first definitely is super important, especially when we are a big host of this.
Yes, I agree, and I think it's big for our community, and as you're kind of stating, it's kind of good to keep them coming, here to do this every year.
Exactly. So we're hoping that in the upcoming years we can get more of the community involvement here, maybe get people on the side of the road just waving and honking.
I'd like to see that. Every year you see some people sitting on the side of the road through the night waving and clapping, and I'd like to see more of the community out here kind of checking it out, because to be involved in it, it's actually a very neat event.
I saw a family last year who had a picnic who was just sitting in the back of their car with their kids watching.
Right, yeah, and you get some people like the other day when you and I were discussing, like your daughter paints the van all up for the sheriff's office, and that's kind of neat stuff if people can, figure out the team numbers and then put them on their vehicle to help support the teams around.
Well, Susan Davila from Desert View Hospital invites the public to get involved in their community assessment taking place right now.
It's tied to chronically high levels of uninsurance in this community and so forth. Things that can't be solved with putting an insurance card in people's pocket and so forth, but I think that's part of it. You're gonna tell me some other things, which I look forward to seeing on the community survey.
Hey, we just started, we had the kickoff of our community health assessment survey, and what it is, it's a regulation that our hospital as a critical access hospital has to do every 3 years. But it's also very, very informative for us to kind of concentrate on what we need to do for our community. So it's really, really important.
What's a critical access hospital?
Critical access hospital, it's we just have a different reimbursement instead of the urban hospitals, and it's for hospitals in rural areas. So you have to be at least 25 miles away from an urban, and again, it's just a status for payment is really what it is.
So he gave some statistics. It's John Packaman, who's with the director. He's the director of health policy research, and from the University of Nevada, Reno. So he gave some statistics which were kind of shocking.
Yeah, they were. And you'll find out that when everything is compiled, they will bring about a lot more of these stats back. And it is. It's like it really tells a story of our county.
Yeah. And so this is in order to hopefully get us what?
Get us to what either expand services, understand our needs, because if there's something out there that we're not doing, maybe it's education for diabetes, obviously that's really high, well, then we need to do that for our community.
And hopefully it'll change the services, get us what we need here at Desert View Hospital, and maybe even give some information of different programs that might be able to be offered throughout the county.
That's totally agree. Programs, education programs, specialty as far as physicians, all kinds of stuff. It's just a good way to gather information so we understand the health needs of our county and our community.
We were high on heart disease and just every disease that you can possibly imagine within Nye County, even over the state of Nevada, even in the United States, and then low on physician access.
But that is the point right there. When you can't get into your physician, then our rates just go off the roof because they can't get in for that primary care.
So everybody can get involved in this survey. It's open till May 15th online, right?
Online, and then the paper ones. So we'll have paper ones here at the hospital. If you have a group, we would really appreciate, let's say the Rotary group, get them out there into our community. So any church groups, social groups, individuals, come pick up a bundle and get them out and let people get the information so we can get information back and so we can make good business decisions and educational decisions for our community.
In an announcement at the annual National Football League owners meeting today, officials with the NFL revealed that the Raiders received enough votes to move to Las Vegas, with a total of 31 votes for the move and 1 vote against it. The lone no vote came from the owner of the Miami Dolphins. The stadium will take about 32 months to build, so the hope is for a 2020 season for the Raiders in Las Vegas. The $1.9 billion stadium would likely be located near the South Las Vegas Strip, with $750 million coming from public funding via a hotel room tax. $500 million would come from the Raiders and the NFL, and Bank of America will fund the additional $650 million. We'll have an accident update after this break.